One of the most overlooked dimensions of facial attractiveness is vertical proportions. How tall your forehead is, also known as your upper third. How your hairline and temporal lines shape the top of your face, and how that interacts with hairstyles. Getting this wrong can undo even strong bone structure. But when matched right, hairstyle plus hairline plus forehead proportions amplify attractiveness by a decent margin. This video, like many others, will be split into two main parts. First, why the upper third and temporal zone are crucial. Second, how to adjust your hairstyle and hairline based on your facial thirds and temporal lines. If you want to support the channel and get your face evaluated by me with personalized look maxing advice, link will be down in the description. If you want to start your own look maxing journey but lack the knowledge, my book is also on my website. Without further ado, let's get this video started. Why the upper third and temporal zone are crucial? Well, that's because of first impressions and gender cues. The upper third, with the forehead and hairline, cues gender, age, and youth. In facial gender confirmation and feminization, forehead and hairline work often shifts perceived gender more than mid or lower face work. Second, balancing lower face height. If your lower third is long, big nose to chin, receding chin, etc., a short upper third with a small forehead and hairline exaggerates imbalance. The face looks bottom heavy. To compensate, hairstyles that show the visual of the upper third can rebalance. Studies on lower anterior face height, LAFH, show that when the lower third becomes too large relative to the face height, people perceive a need for treatment. Third, temporal recession and hairline shape. A receding hairline or hollow temples make the upper third look bigger or more empty. The emptiness draws attention, which works negatively. Conversely, clear temporal line hair framing or hairstyle that fills the temple reduces the upper third distortion. So how to adjust your hairstyle and hairline based on your facial thirds and temporal lines. We're going to have a bunch of scenarios with problems and a bunch of hairstyle strategies. The first scenario: short upper third, low forehead, short distance between brows and hairline. The upper third is compressed, making the face appear short or top heavy. For the strategy, add height and volume on top to elongate the upper third visually. Think quiffs, pompadours, textured volumes, or even slight messy crowns. Avoid heavy bangs that shortens the face more. Zac Efron has relatively short upper third. His textured quiffs and controlled volume balance his face height perfectly. What about tall upper thirds, high forehead, receding hairline? A tall forehead or mild temporal recession makes the upper third appear dominant and mature. Fringes, forward flowing hairstyles, or side-swept bang reduce visible forehead area. Slight asymmetrical or layered styles can minimize forehead height visually. Timothée Chalamet and Cillian Murphy have tall upper thirds. They use medium-length, tousled hairstyles or layered fringes to soften the forehead and rebalance proportions. What about balanced thirds but narrow temples or temporal recession? The upper third is fine vertically, but temples are concave, making the upper face appear narrow or hollow. Add lateral width, layering at the temples, or medium-length styles that fall naturally over the temple area. Avoid tight fades or slick backs that expose the recession. Henry Cavill often wears side-parted or loose-frame styles that fill the temple zone, compensating for natural temporal hollowing and balancing of the upper third. What about strong brow ridges and pronounced foreheads? When the supraorbital ridge is strong or the forehead protrudes, the face can appear aggressive or angular. Use soft forward-leaning hairstyles or texture bangs that gently cover the brow area. Avoid extreme slick backs or buzz cuts that expose the ridge completely. Robert Pattinson and Brad Pitt in Fight Club have strong brow ridges, but both use looser, messy hairstyles to balance that sharpness. And for the last scenario, the M-shaped hairline and widow's peak. The shape of the hairline itself can exaggerate or distort the upper third, especially if asymmetrical or recessed. For the M-shaped hairlines, soften the temporal area with volume or side flow. For widow's peak, leave the length at the center to avoid exposing the V. Keep frontal lines natural. Avoid harsh line-up shapes. Keanu Reeves' M-shaped hairline looks natural thanks to longer wavy hairstyles that frame his temples. Leonardo DiCaprio uses side flow to soften his widow's peak, keeping it proportional. But what do you guys think about all of this? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. That's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. A like and subscribe will be highly appreciated. And like usual, catch you guys in the next one.